What's up, YouTube? It's Ben with BK Speed Shop. Haven't made a video or made any progress really this week. I have been feeling extremely sick, so basically was on bed rest for a couple days here, but feeling a little better today, so I'm going to get to work on the Wrangler, make some progress. I'll show you guys what I'm working on right now, and then I'll get back to work. So first off, I got the fuel gauge swapped for just my fuel pressure sensor for my Holly. And I was gonna start pulling these injectors and decapping them actually, so I can send them out to get them flow matched. But I'm gonna have one of my buddies ship me another set since they've got a bunch laying around that I know of. And then send 16 of them out to get flow matched so I can get the best 8. But right now I am setting up to cut out this whole section around here on both sides. So that way I can build some brackets with that piece of steel right there for my intercooler. Went and got some hardware today so that can get mounted up finally. And start at least piecing this front end back together, so that I can get some piping and stuff ordered and work on that. So gonna set this up, do a little time-lapse action, and show you guys some work. All right, as you all just saw right there, we got a couple big sections cut out of there. Gonna make putting the intercooler piping and everything in, coming out through there, super easy. So now I'm gonna set my intercooler in there, measure this area up top here, and just build a couple brackets and hopefully mount it in at least semi-mounted, so that way I can get the grill back on and seat everything there. But finally starting to make some progress on this section, so that's good. Still haven't ordered my piping, but that'll be coming soon. So we're just gonna keep working for now. All right, as you can see, got the brackets made on both sides there, through bolted to the top. Intercooler's pretty snugly, pretty secure in there. Plenty of room for my piping to come off there. So I am gonna flip this around, get this seated on there. I'm gonna move this for now so that way I can test fit this grill, see how this looks in there, make sure that I can access it around my radiator and everything. Eventually, I'm gonna have to relocate this transmission cooler. I'll probably put it over here somewhere on the fender, possibly on the other side on the fender, but we'll figure that out. But intercooler is pretty snugly mounted, so I'm gonna test that all out, see how that looks, and just keep working. So as you guys saw, we got the radiator in. She looks good. Definitely got enough clearance. Sorry, not radiator, intercooler. But on that note, I do have the radiator in as well. Might have to trim this a little bit just for the inlet and outlet, but that's minor. I'll have to do that probably on both sides here. I'll definitely have to clearance this side, actually. This one has not been clearanced yet. But plenty of room for the intercooler back there. It looks factory. Obviously, this needs to get relocated, but I don't have my inners on right now, so that'll get done eventually. But it looks good. It's a tight fit, but definitely looks good so far. Going to quickly make a couple brackets that I can bolt to this. 90s just to this, just to snug this up. I only have the one center bolt holding it, so I'm going to make a bracket on both sides here and here just to hold that. But all in all, definitely looks good. Gonna get some intercooler stuff on the way, so that way I can start running the piping, but really does look good now.
All right, YouTube, it's been a few days, but all gonna be part of the same video. We are back working on the Wrangler today. As you guys saw in the last video, we got the intercooler mostly mounted. I'll turn you guys around and show you guys that. You can see it's in there nicely, but gonna be pulling the grill back off today. Clearance all this out. I'm not using this bottom tab. I am building a couple brackets for the top here. So I'll be mounted here and in the center down here, so that'll be enough. I'll have that on both sides. So I'll clearance out this side too. I'm not gonna need that, obviously. Just gives it a lot more clearance for my intercooler piping. Gonna get that in the mail. It's projected to ship this week, I believe it said. I have it on order already, so just waiting on that. Gonna figure out a spot for my transcooler hopefully today. Gonna put the fender on this side back on because that is gonna need to be used for mounting and for fitment purposes. So this side's definitely gonna have to go back on. But I'm gonna pull the grill off so that I can work on this first, and then I will get that back on and check fitment hopefully. So I'm gonna get to work and check in with you guys in a few. All right, so got the intercooler and grill back on. Plenty of room down here now. Gonna be nice to run my intercooler piping. I'll easily be able to fit a 90-degree coupler right there. Should be, honestly, a pretty easy setup on this side. I'm gonna have my turbo on here, and I'm gonna have a 2-inch to a 3-inch 90 coming down here. So hopefully I'll just need one straight into there. And then on this side, I'm gonna do for sure a 90 out here. And then I'm either gonna 90 in and come up and in, or I'm gonna come up and over and in. So let me know in the comments down below if you have ran it either way like that, and which one's gonna flow better, which one you would recommend, which one you think would fit best in the Jeep. But as I said earlier, I'm still waiting on that, so I'm gonna get the fender on the other side over there, along with the inner. Probably shorten the AN line I've got over there so that I can run that, but it's coming together. I don't want to put the turbo on until I have the AN line on, just because this drain is a pain. So it's easiest to just do it with the turbo off. So I'll hold that off to the side for now, but gonna keep working. I'm liking the progress. That March deadline is looking a little rough right now since I'm still waiting on a bunch of parts. But I was going to do just decap injectors, but I actually have a set of Deca 80s in the mail from my buddy. So shout out to my buddy Scott. Really appreciate you shipping those out here to me. So gonna get that put in when they come in. I'll probably pull all my old injectors out today and just keep working. So again, thank you, Scooter, for the injectors, but what's up, YouTube? Haven't done much recording recently, but I'm gonna just tack this on to the end of this last video. Give you guys a little sneak peek at what is coming, but we have been making some good progress on the turbo build. So I'll flip you around and show you that now. Sorry I've been MIA for a while. I've been busy. It's been some nice weather, so I've been a little occupied, but mainly just busy recently. So still looking good though with the project and where we're at. So let me just show you it and keep you up. So we got the parts for the intercooler for my cold side, and got this side mostly ran already. Down here I have a 2 to 3 inch coupler for that, but this should be fine right there. Just a little straight piece comes in, and then out on this side I'm gonna reroute this and flip this up so that this is diagonal, and then probably put one large coupler here, and then figure out a way to put my blow-off valve right over here. But cold side's coming together. I'm gonna keep working on that. As you guys can see, I have the thermostat removed down there. Wasn't gonna have enough clearance to run my hose with the cold side right there. So just to make it easier, we got a little straight piece that'll bolt on nicely. Get me a little custom hose for that, but that shouldn't be too hard. And yeah, all in all, we're definitely making progress. I'm gonna just start working on the cold side a little bit more. Get this bolted on for mock-up's sake at least. Still debating if I'm just gonna run it without a thermostat in here. I mean, let me know what you guys think down below, if I should just run it without a thermostat, or if you think it would be beneficial for me to just throw one in. But the injectors got sent out this week, so that's good. I've got the old ones pulled from my rail. Gonna clean that up a little bit, but once those come in, I'll put that all back together. Hopefully have most of the cold side done by then, and be able to finish up the hot side, do the wiring, and hopefully still drive this thing soon and make that deadline of maybe like mid-March, end of March. So we'll see. So as you all saw, we lost a bunch of footage, but it's okay because we've made some progress. So I have the cold side almost completed. Gonna have to pull this all back off, trim these more on both sides just so I don't rip that elbow, but have that ran. 1 inch coupler right here. Gonna pull this off, cut this out, and put my wastegate, or not my wastegate, my blow-off valve right here so that it has priority feed and is on a 90. I just got my turbo exhaust flange and a little 90. I'm gonna do just a little 90 easy hood dump cut something out up here when my hood's back on, but it is looking good. Gonna be shortening up my radiator hose, try and make this work, but you guys can see I lost a lot of footage because this thing looks a whole lot different than the last time you saw it. So right now I'm gonna keep working, but I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek on this video of what is yet to come.